My name is Gavin Evans, and this is my review of Elemental. And Pixar used to be not just the best animated studio, but they used to be the best studio, period. Like their track record from 1995 to June 17th, 2015 is just impeccable. Like, it is insane to think that they released movies like Ratatouille, WALL-E, Up, Toy Story 3 back to back to back to back. That's just insane. But ever since, they have definitely decreased in quality. They've been a few gems like Toy Story 4 and Luca and Onward, but they're definitely not the studio they used to be. So much so that I didn't even see this movie in theaters. I couldn't care less about it, and after watching it, this is yet another case of Pixar's declining quality. This movie is just forgettable in every sense. But let's begin talking about what I did like, and I do think the animation is good. I do like seeing this Element City being brought to life. There's lots of attention to detail that went into it. There was one scene where they go to this water hotel, and I liked lots of the decisions made there. And the first 10 minutes I legitimately really liked. For a little bit, I was just like, is this movie going to surprise me? Like, the way it seemed like it was going to tackle culture and immigration, I was just like, is this going to be a very thoughtful, well done movie? And unfortunately it's not, because after that it kind of becomes a romance, and then it tries to be about opening up emotionally, and then it tries to be about following your dreams, and then it just tackled too much and it just becomes a mess. And like, the romance of this movie is the heart and soul, and I hated the main characters. I thought they were bland. I thought they were forgettable. I thought they were as cliche as they come. And when this centric romance doesn't work for you, then the entire movie as a result just feels empty. Leah Lewis plays Ember, and I thought her performance was really flat. And then you've got Mamadou Athie as Wade, and I thought this guy was unbearably annoying. And I'm not saying if you got better actors to play these characters, then the movie would have been incredible or anything like that, but it certainly would have been better. Because, yeah, just flat characters, flat performances, and a very flat romance. And I never thought any of the emotion in this movie landed. None of the jokes landed. I didn't laugh a single time. And it just never captured that Pixar magic. You know, there was a scene in WALL-E where he's in space with Eva with a fire extinguisher, and they're dancing, and it's just Thomas Newman's score taking over, and it's just a beautiful sequence that reminds you why you love movies. In Ratatouille, the critic gives a speech at the end of the movie, and it's some of my favorite writing ever, and it's just raw and beautiful and just authentic. In Toy Story 2, there was a scene where Jessie talks about Emily and how she left her behind, and it just tugs at your heartstrings. There's a scene in Finding Nemo where Nemo hears about everything his dad is doing to try and save him. There's a scene in Monsters University where Mike has to accept that he's just not scary. So many Pixar movies have that sense of magic, have that sense of character and emotion, and they tried a few different times in this movie and it just fell flat. It felt like a poor man's imitation at a Pixar movie while not understanding what worked. And I just thought the story here was as bland and as uninteresting as they come. And like, I watched this movie a couple hours ago. I went to the gym. Now I'm doing my review and I'm already struggling to remember much about it. Just forgotten, like that. And I love Thomas Newman's score for Finding Nemo and WALL-E. I thought his music here was just empty. So this movie didn't work for me in any ways. It's got some cool world building. It's got some nice animation. In the first 10 minutes showed potential. But it ultimately just ends up as a bland, forgettable, lifeless Pixar movie with two of the worst lead characters to date. So I'm going to go ahead and give Elemental a 3 out of 10. I do believe that the days of Pixar delivering greatness are over. I'd love to be proven wrong, but their lineup for next year isn't very convincing. But what did you think of Elemental? Do you think I'm hella mental for not liking it? Let me know in the comments down below. Make sure you like, comment, subscribe. Stay tuned for more videos soon. And Gavin out.